But you'll have to go and ask the head coach for that.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm with you on that front. He's been out of international cricket for 3 years, played both games, the second and third game, that is, in Sharjah in the Unity Cup. Haven't played any cricket at all, really, obviously. No action for well publicised reasons. However he goes, absolutely, it's so great to see Adil Lam back into the team, back playing cricket and back looking happy for such a difficult time in his life. Chipped straight to the backward point fielder, who can hold on. Well, that would have been taken in the second innings, you suspect, by probably all 11 of Nepal's fielders. Zubair Ali was just on his heels, wasn't he? Surely this should have been caught.
Again, batters getting off edge. He had to dive in front. Completely misjudged it.
For me, at this level, that's a regulation chance. Whoever tries to drop and catch him just got himself in a tangle. For someone who's a very experienced cricketer, I know new to the international game, but with great pedigree back in his native Pakistan. A regulation chance. Adil Lam should have been caught for none, but he gets off the mark. I think this is a bizarre choice. I think it could cost between 10 and 20 or even 30 runs depending on how well Gulshan Jah would have gone. I just think, particularly with the left arm spinner still with overs left, had to go with the left hander. 4 singles from the over. Great credit to Ais Ahmed, super spell from him. He found the right pace on the pitch. He finishes with 1 for 17. Nepal, here's Mohammed Beg. See it, he's got one over left himself. Looks like he wants to go with one more of Archer. Does he turn back to spin? We haven't seen any more from the off spinner since he started. Doesn't want to bowl into the 2 right-handers, I suspect.
It's kind of a mandatory for a bowler who takes a wicket to come back and bowl again.
Yeah, you often used to get that, didn't you? Through the olden days. A bit more flexible in the modern T20I game. Yeah, thuds into the pad, probably just angling down. He sort of angles the ball in, doesn't he? Powell wants to come down and have a word with Adil Lam. Oh, just missing a leg stump.
Didn't actually put the pace of the wicket there. The moment Adil Lam spaced 5 deliveries from just 2 balls. The situation here.
What a take! Unbelievable grab. Second stunning caught and bowled of the evening. A complete reflex catch, and Adil Lam's short stay at the crease will end thanks to a moment of magic from Daniel Archer, Maria Luis. We've seen some brilliant.
Nepal, they are in the spot of bother.
If they can have a good final 4 overs, keep Nepal under 140, they'll still harbour realistic aspirations. And Nepal will again have to be at their best with the ball and in the field, as they have been for much of the tournament. They defended 140 by 1 run against the UAE. I think it would leave them precarious if they only end up with that. What can Gulshan Jah do to impact the match? And get off the mark immediately with a single. This is an important phase of the game now, Paresh.
And the confidence that Gulshan Jah has, the first ball that he faced was way onto the front foot and flicked it away down to mid-wicket for a single. That is the confidence that he possesses, playing those 2 innings, being the player of the match in the group stages.
Got him. And Qatar continue to fight and scrap their way back into this contest. That's the line and length that he was being asked to bowl. And Daniel Archer gives his captain the reward. Mears is ecstatic with that. Qatar keep fighting. Great credit to them. right on the money, slightly late on the shot. I'm not sure if he was trying to work it squarer than he could have. Could have kept a bit low too. Padel's got to go.
Yes, he kept a bit low, but Podell, I think he was deceived by the off-cutter. It was a slower ball that it was bowled by Daniel Archer. He has 3 for 21 in his third. A good knock by Podell comes to an end. 58 of 41 with a massive 6 and 7 fours.
115 for 6 now. Nepal, they are wobbling. They haven't done anything easy throughout this competition, really. Sundeep Jora will come to the crease and get off the mark immediately. You do feel a bit for Sundeep Jora, don't you, in terms of his role in this team? Seems like he can bat anywhere in the order.
He's very flexible. He can bat at number 3, number 4. Now he's come to bat at number 8. That shows the length of the batting lineup that Nepal possesses.
Actually, the first time in his T20I career he's batted as low as number 8. So he's now batted every position all the way from number 3 down to now number 8. And that's not easy for any batter to do. Such different roles you play in the different positions. It's a good move. Even anything under 7 off this over is a great result for Qatar. Really scrapping hard. The men who've made the short trip across here into Oman. Oh, he's got him straight through, turn, and it's a calamitous collapse here for Nepal. After a marvellous 4th wicket partnership, they've lost 4 wickets for very little, and Nepal are rocking. They're in trouble. Qatar ebullient with joy, and you would think back in the contest.
It was a sharp turn. The ball slipping through between the bat and the pad. Sundeep Jora had no clue about the ball.
Remarkably, Nepal have just lost their weight in gold here in the Super 6.
It'll change and keeping out Lalit Raj Bankshi in a turning wicket.
Yeah, I think what they're saying though is they've got so many spinning options. Kushal Malik can bowl, Rohit Powell can bowl, Kushal Bertel can bowl. Donkey bowled the other night. Sharp turn and offer as this one's cut away very effectively by Sampal Kami. It's a good shot. He'll start with a brace. He'll pick up 2. They're not in a particularly strong position here, Nepal, are they? We did say at the start 130 could be a good score. They should get that. They might not get many more.
They have to get at least 130 to make a game out of it. Sampal Kami with that quick hands, cutting that ball behind square on the offside.
Beats the outside edge. This has been good from Azim. It really has. I love what he's done. I'm just surprised that he's only bowled the 2 overs. I know there's right-handers operating, but it's clearly a helpful surface for the spinners. Worked away for a single. Has this fight back from Qatar surprised you, Paresh?
No, actually, it's in some point Nepal were doing so good when Rohit Podell and Dipender Singh Airi were in the middle. After the wicket of Airi, I think it was miscalculation by the support staff to send in Adil Alam in place of Gulshan Jah. Gulshan Jah must have been sent then.
Yeah, I would agree with you. I just think a little bit of a tactical misstep. Be interesting to get the thoughts of Powell and Lowe after. Now Jah, what can he do? Loves going down the ground against spin. That's impossible there. Speared into the surface and turning away. Wonderful bowling. Great fight back this from Qatar. Yet another seesawing Super 6 contest. And that's very, very clever from Jah, because he wanted the single, he wanted the strike, didn't feel as though he'd be able to get much reward out of Azim. He might end up getting reasonably good reward if he goes with Azim in the final over. I think he'll keep it tight. Under 130 still possible. What can Gulshan Jah find in the middle of the bat? And a monster for 6. Right into the hitting arc, and it's a frustrated Qatar support staff there. Baig could have been bowled out, but instead the first ball of his 4th goes the distance.
Again the bottom hand coming into play. Gulshan Jah This is the second 6 in this tournament that Gulshan Shah has hit over covers. Against the fast bowlers.
They're really good shots. Again, it's that ability to find the power to get over the rope from whatever angle. He can hit 360, can't he? Round the wicket now. Full toss and Jah misses out. Can Kami go quickly enough to get Jah back onto strike? Yes, he can. Good running, good game awareness from the pair of them. He's such a mature young cricketer. Gulshan Jah, you could argue he's been the difference maker throughout this campaign for Nepal.
He surely has been, and these two are very good mates, Gulshan Shah and Sompal Kami. A good understanding between the wickets there.
Pumped. Oh, pumped many a mile. Even better than the first maximum. This one's still racing away onto the second oval. He is a phenomenal young talent, Gulshan Jah. Whatever length is hit, he'll find a way to get it over the rope.
Hit it on the up into extra cover. That was an off cutter, a slower ball, well picked up by Gulshan Shah. The ball running towards the second oval. 6-6 in this over in the first 3 balls. This is the penultimate over.
And Jah's doing it again. He's completely changing the complexion of this game. You could argue without Jah, Nepal would be in real trouble. Not today, throughout this entire competition. Got him this time. So he's going to fall for an even strike rate at 200. But again, it's the impact that he has made. Only out there for 8 balls. He's gone for 16. Mirza Mohammed Beg is having a wonderful tournament. The leading wicket taker in it gets one more with an in-swinging Yorker. Very well bowled.
I think Gulshan Shah could have gone the same way on the offside. He tried to play across the line. Just went under his bat. Comes to an end. Of course, yet again, 200 his strike rate.
Nepal get up to. Just be a single to start with for Yadav. What do you do if you're Beg here? Do you gamble bowling the off spinner in the 20th and final?
Well, his bowled, Asim has bowled pretty well. You have Daniel Archer, who's taken 3 wickets, giving away 22 runs in his 3 overs. Beg, he has been excellent in this tournament, leading wicket taker, the captain of Qatar, batting deep inside the crease. Sompal Kami trying to get under the ball.
Down the leg side, misses out a little bit there. Sompal Kami will just be a single, probably, but continues his X for 8s. It's really a bad call. For me, he should have bowled his 4 overs earlier in the piece, but now he's entrusted to bowl the 20th and final. Kami gets no timing at all. Should be time to get back for 2. Direct hit would have made it very interesting for Yadav, but he'll scramble home for a couple. And a bit of frustration being shown by the bowler. Is he asking for the long on fielder to be off the rope?
It's the spinner bowling the last over. The fielders in the boundary line, they should be on the rope, not inside the rope. Sompal Kami can hit a big ball, but Asim is bowling well.
Hit towards long on and hit over his head. Oh, you wouldn't believe it. Azim had forced the long on fielder to come in, and as a consequence, Kami gets just enough of it to scramble it over his head for 6. If he's on the rope, that's out. Oh, very, very poor cricket from Qatar. Costly moments these.
The boundary riders, they should be on the ropes, not inside the rope. He was probably 10 to 15 yards inside the rope.
And he just moved himself there as well, the captain. A 7-run swing. Now a swing and a miss. That's the right length on this surface. Speared in. They've had a few moments, Qatar that have been so costly, and the running between the wickets has brought about that reward. Aggressive running between the wickets from all of the Nepal batters has put Qatar on the back foot. 3 balls left. Very well bowled out towards the guideline. Kami can't do much with it. Now Nandan Yadav reckons he hits as big a ball as anyone in the team. Can he get one over the ropes to get the 150 up?
Now he's telling the fielders at long on and long off to be on the rope.
Oh, you couldn't ride it, could you? Upset with the 2. Now he doesn't want the 6. Big swing and a miss outside the line, so it'll just be a leg by. Brave bowling because he went slower through the air there. Very clever from Azim. Any boundary will bring the 150 up now. And for me, on this slow, turgid, tricky surface, I think that would be a good score.
146 for 8. The last ball is coming up.
Right into the block hole, hit down towards long on. They'll get 1, and they'll certainly attempt the 2nd, but they will perish in vain at going for it. Selfless cricket from Sampal Kami, putting the team first, doing the right thing. And a good piece of fielding by the skipper, Mirza Mohammed Beg, out at long on. Will keep it to just 1. But I think overall, Nepal will be reasonably satisfied with that. They were 60 for 3 and in trouble after 10 overs. But they've done pretty good in the last 10. 87, despite losing the 6 wickets in the second half, will mean that they will accumulate 147 for 9 from their 20 overs. And with the way in which they've fielded in particular in this series, they'll be confident of defending that. But Qatar, equally in a do-or-die encounter, will throw everything at the men from the Himalayas in the search for a first victory in this Super 6. Plenty of contributions alongside Rohit Padel's standout 58, but some low scores in there too, as it was the captain that stood head and shoulders above the rest of his teammates. Another nice cameo though from Gulshan Jha.
It was good bowling in the middle overs after getting rid of Dipender Singh Aire and Rohit Patel. Mirza Mohammad Beg, 3 wickets for him. Mohammad Asim very clinical in the last. He's taken a wicket, and 3 wickets for Daniel Archer, and Ois Ahmed taking 1 wicket. Very good economy rates for 4 bowlers.
Yeah, the big disappointment for me in those figures, given how helpful the pitch was for spinners. Mujibur Rahman, 3 overs done for 30. Going to look at the highlights from the first innings. There was some flowing strokes from Asif Sheikh and Kushal Bertel to get things going. They took a liking to the extra pace offered by Amir Farouk, but then Bertel was the first wicket to fall, looking for a ramper, a scoop around the corner. All he could do was top edge it to Imran Lianage, and there was a big moment in the match that easily could have been chopped back onto the stumps and given Rohit Patel just a second duck in his career. Here was the moment of slight controversy. No appeal at all at first from Mirza Mohammed Beg, who then joined in with his keeper as the finger belatedly went up. Nepal took a liking to the left arm spin of Mujibur Rahman. Kushal Malla hit that 1 maximum after being given a life, but then perished to 1 of 2 incredibly impressive caught and bowls. Ois Ahmed took 1 of them. Dipender Singh Aire then came to the crease, and it was a very good 4th wicket partnership that was full of trademark running between the wickets and lots of deflections and paddles and putting pressure on the men in maroon.
Yeah, it was a good 4th wicket partnership for the captain and the vice captain. Mainly Rohit Patel playing those ramps and scoops over the keeper's head. And then Dipender Singh Aire falling down. After that, 4 wickets went down in, let's say, no runs.
Yeah, no time at all, including that amazing catch from Daniel Archer, who then picked up the big wicket of the captain. He was frustrated. Really good delivery that just proved too good for Sandeep Jora, but then Jha came to the crease. Those 2 phenomenal 6s through the offside may well be worth their weight in gold come the end of this encounter. But Mirza Mohammed Beg struck back with a big in-swinger, and then there was the rather, well, foolish piece of play by Qatar, pulling the long-on fielder in, and that cost them a virtual 7. And the run out from the very final delivery with Kami in vain searching for that second. It's left Nepal with 147 for 9. We're going to be back on air in about 8 minutes time from now. The action will restart at 8:45 local time. That's in 10 minutes from now. Don't go there too far. Time for a quick snack potentially. Nepal 147 on the board. Can they make it 3 from 3 in the Super 6, or will Qatar find their first points on this table? Find out live and free with us here on ICC TV.
Red Bull presents T20 World Cup Qualifiers Nepalko Vishwa Cup Yatra, powered by Gyan Extra Long Grain Basmati Rice.